Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here with Gregory Cazillo, bottom right corner.
Hey now.
So, we ran that contest for the ThinkTank Retrospective 20, where how many submissions did we have, Greg?
We had 89 submissions.
So that's 89 people who went and created that type of, an image that we were looking for. So I'm going to tell you, well, basically what we're going to do, we went through and selected 5 that we each liked, that we wanted to see as the 5 that move on. And then the 5 that move on will be voted on for a week by all of you guys, and you will basically select the winner of the Retrospective 20 by ThinkTank. Now, Greg, why don't I ask you, what were you looking for? How did you interpret this contest to help you decide what photos you liked? What were you looking for?
Well, the number one thing that I always look for is a good, well-composed image. There were tons of other photos. There were a lot of good ones. Like there was a funny one that I really liked that somebody took a box and took some duct tape and made a duct tape into like the shoulder strap and wrote, FroKnowsPhoto on the side. Really creative, but the lighting and the execution wasn't that great.
Composition.
So I was looking at the total thing, the composition, the lighting, thinking about it, everything. And so that was what I was thinking.
All right, and what I was thinking, see, Greg, I picked 5, he picked 5. We didn't know which 5 we were picking. But
and your 5 are on the top, mine are on the bottom.
Yeah, my 5 are on the top here, Greg's are on the bottom, and so what I was looking for was something more creative than the normal, just somebody carrying a bag. Not that just carrying a bag, because I picked the one with the bag that says I shoot raw, but to me that was funny and it grabbed me and I was like, cool, I like it because it, me with humor, I like humor. So I was looking for something that was a little more creative. Of course it had to, in my mind, it had to be composed and exposure pretty good, because that's what we're pushing here. We're trying to help everybody get better, and we want to see not a point and shoot photo. We want to see something that went into it. So with that said, Greg and I agreed on one of the 5 photos.
Yeah, top center yours, second one in from the left on mine.
This is the one
let's show that big.
What?
Bring it up big. Really cool photo.
Yeah. So I picked it. It's the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
looks
fun.
Like he just used his camera and shot multiple exposures.
Multiple frames, and probably cut himself out.
He could have, however he did it, but it looks good. And here's the thing that I really like about it. It doesn't look photoshopped. However he did it, it doesn't look like he spent 5 hours in it in Photoshop.
No, and it's funny. He's got like a wig on his head or whatever that is. I guess it's an afro.
I guess it's what he had sitting around.
Yeah, but it's cool. It lays out his gear. It took some thought. It took some work. And, it wasn't a prerequisite that you had an I Shoot Raw shirt. You could have made anything you wanted to do that, which is good. I like the creativity in this. A lot of work went into it. So that's why I picked this one. And I guess same reason why you picked one.
Yep. Now, there were quite a few people that did not have I Shoot Raw shirts and just wrote I shoot raw on something,
or threw some hamburger meat in a bag.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I would like to do next is, why don't you pick one of yours that you must have, and then I'll pick one of mine that I must have, and then we're going to argue it out.
Okay. My must have is the bottom one with the bag and the guy looking off to the side, bottom middle. That's a must have to me.
So you like this?
Yes.
Reasons?
Well composed. It still says I shoot raw on the side there, which is great.
Looks like he printed that out because it's a white shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
I just realized that.
It's cool and it works for me. Good composition, good thought. I like the fact that he's in the background
and he's blown out,
but you can still see him.
Okay,
I like it.
All right, so this will get moved into the final selection category with the other one.
And
And
one other thing, I could see that type of photo in some kind of like a think tank advertisement or something.
even though it's a Tamarack bag.
Exactly.
All
But
right.
that type of shot, not that
Right.
particular one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pick another one. Oh, I'm gonna pick from my row, and I think it's gonna be this one. Let me make it a little larger here. It's a whole like battle scene. It's the JPEGs at the bottom of the thing, and there's a dead person over here. There's I shoot raw up top, and they're battling on top of the low pro bag, but taking down these people down here. I thought it was creative. I liked it. So this is my pick. Boom. Now let's go through the rest and just
All right, now it's my turn to suggest.
well, we need
Now
to pick
I get
two, but
pick
we have
one.
to fight it out.
Yeah, now I have to pick one of yours that has to go.
Well, why don't we go through? Let me show what's left. We got I shoot raw. You know, the guy literally is naked in a bag. All right. We've got a bag holding a Canon camera. You can't hold that against them, Greg.
Absolutely not. I promise.
That's why I picked two Canons. This one is creative.
Yep, I like it.
Even down to the fact that it says that they literally took the photo onto the computer and put the file name as I shoot, and it's a raw file. Right? Did you notice that?
Very creative. I
Very
like
creative. You pick this. Why'd you pick this?
I like a portrait. I always like a well done portrait. The nice, cool background with the warmer tones of his skin, different composition, old school camera in his hand, old film camera. Just a cool picture, cool portrait.
And this?
This one, I don't know. I just something about it. I can't really explain it. Maybe I just thought the guy was growing out of his current bag and he just needs a new one.
All right, and it looks like he used some nice light because it's you can see the processing. He used the border and everything.
Yep.
And this?
This one, same thing. Cool photo. The only thing that was different about this or was weird about this is his bag wasn't in it.
Well, that's the reason I didn't pick it. I liked this a lot. I liked it. I would have picked this if it followed more of what we were doing or what we were looking for. It's very creative. It's very good image. It's a great image overall. But I would have liked to have seen the bag. Maybe he should have been holding a bag or reading about a bag, reading a manual. You know, if it had something, I would have probably picked this one as one of my top few.
All right, I agree. So which one do you think has to go?
Well, unfortunately, this one that we just looked at. I think it has to go because it doesn't meet the criteria.
All right, that one has to go if your top left one goes.
It's not. I'm not trading you. This doesn't meet.
No, this is a trade, buddy.
This doesn't meet the criteria.
But you know what? The one in the top left has way too much Photoshop work. It's got to go.
That's gone. And you don't like this?
I think it's fun. I love the fact that he did it, that it's something different, but it's a lot of Photoshop.
But he's literally standing. Look how well it's done.
See ya. He's good at Photoshop.
All right. We need to pick two of the final four. Do any of these stand out? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say I want to put this one in there.
I'll agree.
Because it's creative. It has the bag. It says I shoot raw. Get off the phone, Greg.
Sorry, that was a text message from the...
Yeah, but I think this is really creative. Especially what sells it is the I shoot and the raw right there.
Yep, I'll keep it.
All right, so I guess... Now what?
Now what? I would say it's in between the portrait and the white bag.
What, getting rid of or keeping?
Keeping those two on the left and getting rid of the one on the right.
Well, I almost like the one on the right. I do like the one on the right here more than this one here. Even though, you know, he's grown out of his bag too.
Seems like we're agreeing on that middle one, huh? Which is your favorite of the three? How's that sound?
I'm not saying that I agree. I mean, this is funny. Which is my favorite of the three? You know, I didn't really look at this too close, but I wish he didn't cut off the lens on the left-hand side.
Isn't that always a problem? Don't we always see that little stuff?
It's that because it's in on the right. If it was not in on the right as much as it, if it was even symmetric on this one, I would have liked that.
Well, go back to the portrait. The one thing I don't like about that one is that it could use a little less headroom.
It could use a little less headroom, but let's look at the one in the middle. What do we think? It's funny.
It is funny. I agree. I like the strap hanging out.
But it's
it
more
looks
of
like he just did it because it's in the snow. Probably didn't do it. Probably didn't take the photo 10 years ago.
Well, you don't know that. Greg, you don't know where everybody is in the world. We got people in Australia. It's summer there.
Well, very true, but you never know.
What do you think?
Well, let's try a process of elimination. I think the one on the right should go.
Really? And that was one of your picks, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Of the two, I would rather see the one on the right than the one on the left.
So how do we duke it out? What do we do? Rock, paper, scissors or something?
Yes. What are we going to do for rock, paper, scissors? I mean, I know how to do it, but what are we doing here?
Your choice, mine versus my choice.
Oh, so okay. So between these two, left and right.
Yep.
So we'll do the best of 3, rock, paper, scissors. You know, you can. Oh, can you see my screen?
I can't see you.
Huh?
So you can cheat.
I won't cheat. You ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3, shoot! I got scissors. What do you got? I can't see yours. You got rock. All right. We got. Hold your hand up higher. You ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot! What's that? Scissors? I got paper. Shit! I lost twice. So which one's? What are you getting rid of? The one on the left?
The one on the right is gone.
And one on the right is gone because of rock, paper, scissors. Now the last two.
Last two.
What are we doing for this?
I don't know. How do we figure this one out?
I don't know. Do you have a coin?
I get a coin. You trust me?
No, I like rock, paper, scissors. Actually, I have a coin right here on the phone.
I don't. Yeah. Do you have one?
I'll use the coin flip.
All right. Let's do it.
Oh wait, that's the subway map. Here's the coin flip.
Do I get to call it?
Yeah. What do you want to call?
Is it heads or tails or what? How's it go?
Let me. Is
it fro up or fro down?
No, it's George Washington or the Statue of Liberty. So heads or tails? Statue of Liberty's tails.
All right, I'll go with George.
You know what? I want to put the sound on. You ready?
Yep.
I hope you can see it. It is a George.
Wow, I get 2 choices in a row.
Well, then...
Is it best out of 3? You want to do best out of 3?
No, I want you to just pick.
Just pick? I don't know. I almost feel bad that you know what? I don't feel bad. Go with the portrait. Ross Elder Fro contest.
All right, so...
There's our 5.
Here's our 5. In no in particular order. But... So let's just go. I'll go through them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what's going to happen is we're going to put up, what are we going to do? We're going to put up, you can put up a survey box.
Yep, we're going to put up a survey.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you get to vote once. And we'll let it run for a week. And the winner will be picked that way. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, that's all I got to say. We're going to wrap it up. Cool?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, everybody who entered. We're going to be doing, obviously, more contests as we move forward. This was a fun contest. I like what we got here. And we will put them up and get them going and give you guys a week to vote. Jared Poland, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.